Hey, everybody. This is Con Night, and sorry, just sending a text. I'm live. So this is what I'm doing. I have a new spirit guide. So as many of you know, Archangel Eric is one of my guides, and he was pranking me he's been working with me for a couple of years to get myself out of my shell, get myself into my clairs, and he's since done his work to get me into this work, and he's moving on or doing more other things. So he's still with me, but my another guide is come in. My guardian angel has stepped in to be my primary guide, and that is Sebastien. So what this is just like I did with the Channeling Eric series, the 36 days. I'm just strictly here to practice our clairs. So you can join in. So come in with your guides. The whole purpose is to strengthen our connection with our guides. We're going to go through all of our clairs, like we did with Channeling Eric, and it's just a practice. So that is it. So glad to have you guys here. Hey, Amy, I see you here. Yeah, I had trouble sleeping. I'm so glad I remembered you were doing this. Yeah, all good. If you're around, it's good. This really isn't a promotion thing. It really is just practicing clairs as we practice connecting with our guides. So I'm going to start. So Sebastien is my new guardian angel. Sebastien, would you come in, please? Okay, I feel Sebastien. So I'm going to start out with, actually, I'm going to timestamp this as well. So calling your guides, have some water. And I'm going to start out with Clairsentience. And let me just see this two minutes in. So start out with Clairsentience, and that is just feeling. So what do you feel when you call your guides in? What do you feel? Hey, everybody. Hey, glad you guys are here. Stick around if you like. Calling your guides. And the idea is, like I said, is just to strengthen our connection with him. So Sebastien, would you come in again, please? I'm just feeling him in my body. So I feel tingling coming down my spine. I feel expansion from my heart, but really more at my spine level. I feel chills going up my spine towards my base of my skull. And I feel he's entering in to the crown as well. And I can feel the Actually, I feel him coming through from the base of the spine, coming through to my third eye, and which ends up in my forehead, and it's expanding within. Oh, lots of expansion going on. Let me know what you guys are feeling if you care to practice along. Oh. And I sense that Sebastien is behind me and to the left. I feel he has his hand on the back of my neck or on my shoulder, on my left shoulder. Oh. Yeah, I'm just getting a lot of expansion in my spine right now. Let me know what you guys are feeling as well, if you are. And I'm just sitting in his frequency. So I'm just going to sit here in his frequency and absorb it in order to align myself to his vibrational frequency. And that's why I start with Clairsentience. I've already raised my vibrations. I just got off the 1 billion strong channel and put myself into an elevation of love. And now moving into this state, I'm feeling him. Hey, son. Good morning. Nice to have you. So, son, I'm doing channeling again, like Channeling Eric. I'm practicing with my guides. So I have a new guide, Sebastien, that I'm practicing. Brenda says, I feel in my crown and my spine, but I feel them strong in my back going up my spine. Yeah, that's right. That's the same feeling I had too, Brenda. Yeah, very much the same. And right now, I said I'm just sitting in his energy and resonating. Now, you guys don't have to call in Sebastien. You can call in your own guide. I'm just because Sebastien is new to me, so I'm just connecting with him. So it doesn't have to be Sebastien, but that is cool. I'm glad you guys are feeling him as well. He feels like a very strong energy. Yeah, he's strong. Huge heart expansion, crown tingling. Awesome. Amy, you're feeling that as well. I love that. I love that. So yeah, I'm feeling a lot of expansion. And he's moving down to my spine. I can feel it in my organs now. And that vibration is expanding within my organs. And there's like a tightness around my navel. And it is a very strong, and I just want to sit here as long as until he actually tells me to move on before we move on to clairvoyance. But this is really good. That's great. Okay, so that's enough of that. I'm going to move on to clairvoyance now, and I'm just going to timestamp this. So moving on to clairvoyance, and that is clear sight and seeing. Sun says feeling his energy around my upper chakra is beautiful. I love that. So I'm going to work on clairsentience. I'm going to see what do I see right now, and let me see what I see. And I actually see blonde hair. So he has blonde hair. He has a similar mid. I guess he's mid to slim. So he has a slim build. He's almost very lanky as well. It's actually very slim, is what I see. Maybe not. He doesn't like lanky because he's a little bit more wider than lanky, a little bit more beefier than lanky. But I can see his blonde hair. I'm going to just kind of zoom in on his face. And it's almost like I see dark eyebrows, and they're bushy. So he has bushy, but they're switching from dark to blonde now. So I do see the blonde. I see a few freckles over his cheeks, a few freckles over his nose. And I'm just looking into his eyes, and they're dark. He has dark eyes, like brown eyes is what I'm seeing. A little bit wider lips. Mine are quite thin, and his are I guess beefier. You could say that's the right word. Yeah, guys, let me know what you feel for your spirit guides as well. And I'm just on clairvoyance right now. I'm working with myself. I just did clairsentience and doing clairvoyance. And I can see he's wearing a striped shirt. So it's striped, dark, and then white stripes I'm seeing going across. In dark pants. Okay, that's cool. Thank you. That's great. Grace is saying, I called in my spirit guide, feeling his soft and warm energy around my arms. I love it. I love it. Love that. Yeah, I recently found out I have 4 guardian angels that are around me that are working with me, and a pretty big angel team. So, but Sebastien is working with me daily, and like I said, he's brand new, and he's coming in. So okay, so that was clairvoyance. I'm now going to move on to clairaudience, which is clear hearing. So let me see what we can hear audibly as I just put my intention to, and I do have like the static sound that's happening. So I'm just trying to listen beyond it. Oh, good question, Brenda. We'll ask at that after. Let me see what I'm hearing here. It's almost like I'm feeling wind blowing through trees. And it's just a bit of a rustling sound through the trees. You want to make it more clear, please? Come in a little bit closer with the sound. I can't hear you, or I want to hear more. And he just actually wants me to sit in the vibrational frequency, and he wants me to reach for the sound more, because he really is working on my clairaudience to open that up. So he just has me reaching for this right now. So I'm just going to sit in this energy and reach. At the same time, I'm connected with my claircognizance, so I can hear him and feel him, what he's saying. Yeah. So Brenda, you're saying it feels like a younger soul. Yeah, I get that as well. Like I'm sensing him like between 28 and 33. He's actually saying 29 to me. So he's 29 years old. At least that's how he's presenting himself. And he's showing me in some past lives that we've had, where he was actually killed in a car accident / motorcycle accident. So I guess I was on a motorcycle, no, and he was on his car, and he was racing. We were racing together, and then we got in an accident. So he's very close to me. That's cool. Yeah, great. Thanks, Brenda. Sun says, I'll work with my other guide, Sekhmet, for this series. She feels very feminine being shown her lioness face. Oh, cool. Love that. That's awesome. Sekhmet. I love that name. It's a very Egyptian, old, Turkish almost name. And I can see how Sekhmet is spelt. Because it's I can see S with the E, but then it has like a little comma at the bottom of the E. Sekhmet. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So he's telling me that I'm moving off topic. He wants me to keep on the Clairaudience. So, okay. So he's saying enough of the reaching on Clairaudience, and now he's asking me to just allow the Clairaudience to come in. So I'm just going to sit in that energy and just receive it. And I can actually feel it as I do that. I can feel the Clairaudience creeping from my ear, behind my ear, and it's just moving behind into the base of my skull, wherever these points are on the side here. So it's like moving from the side underneath my ears and just moving in. And it's moving towards the entrance into the center, the fleshy part of the base of the skull. That's cool. Okay, awesome. And he's packing a lot of energy. I find there's a lot of energy at this time. So he's packing in a lot of energy at this time. Awesome. Okay. Okay, so he's asking me to move on. Now, like last time, I am going to be doing Clairalience. So Clairalience is smell. So I'm just trying to get all the senses going, not just the primary ones. So I'm going to work on Clairalience now, and that is the sense of smell. So let me see what we can smell from our guys. What they want to. And it's like I'm getting roses right away. And I'm hearing lilies as well. Not to say I really know what a lily smells like, or I can say that that's a lily, but I'm getting the sense I'm smelling lilies as well. Can you make it stronger, please? Clairaudience. What else? Make it stronger. And I'm also getting like the faint scent of like it's like it's called Simit, which is like it's kind of like a sesame seed bagel, except it's much bigger and like it's a really big sesame seed bagel, but not as doughy. It's more the original way of making it. So there's that yeast smell to it. So I can smell the yeast of it on the Clairaudience. I can smell the sesame and I can smell that freshly baked bread coming through. Okay, so now he's stopping me from actively trying to smell, and he just wants me to sit and receive the energy of Clairalience. So I'm just going to sit in this energy. Let me know what you guys are getting with your guides. For anyone that's new that's coming on, I am starting my new guardian angel Sebastien coming through, and I'm just going through the senses. It's kind of really impromptu, and I'm going to do it at 12:15 midnight Eastern Standard Time every night. And he's just having me work on my senses. So right now I've gone through Clairsentience, which is feeling, Clairvoyance, which is seeing, Clairaudience, which is hearing. And I'm just on Clairalience right now. And he has me just sitting in the Clairalience area. Sun is saying, I'm smelling cat or fur smell. That's interesting. With your lioness guardian angel, that makes sense, Sun. Smelling cat, that's great, cat fur. I feel like I had to sneeze, but it's activating that particular part of my, yeah, for sure, totally activating. So this is our Clairaudience. We just got to sit in that vibrational frequency. And this is where the practice comes in. It's a matter of doing. It's not about what you get. It's just a matter of doing it and sit in that frequency. And that's where we're sitting right now. And he wants me to continue in this Clairalience right now before we move to Clairgustance, which is going to be taste. But he just has me sitting here in this energy. So let me know what else you guys are receiving here before we move on. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's about, it's been a while since I've done this. So, okay, so moving on to Clairgustance. And Clairgustance is taste, it's the tongue. So I want to activate the tongue right now and just see what we can taste. I need some water to clear my palate. Okay. And I'm getting activations on the sides of my tongue and the tip of my tongue and a little bit the cross at the very back of my tongue. And it's been beginning to creep into the center now as I sit in this frequency of Clairgustance, which is taste. It's moving down the sides underneath. I can feel the juices running around. Hey, Asen, great to see you. So I'm just starting out practicing connecting with my guardian angel. You can do the same, connect with your guardian angel, like we did with channeling Eric. So glad to have you back. And I'm just sitting in this energy of Clairgustance, which is taste. What can I taste? Make it stronger, please, Sebastien. Really starting to salivate now. And it's a sharp feeling to the taste of the tongue. So I've got that sharpness and a denseness. It's like it's almost dry. It's really forming up in the back of my throat in a bit. You make that clear. So it's almost like a sharp cheddar. It's a very strong type of taste. And he's doing that to kind of force activate my tongue right now. So he's telling me to stop reaching and just sit in the energy. Excuse me, just sit in the energy. You notice that I'm hiccuping and I had to breathe in quite a bit. When the body has an increase of energy that it's learning something new, and this is something I haven't done in a while, the oxygen is a boost to the system. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, so you just tell me to stop and just sit in the energy. It's almost like a little bit too overwhelming, but I'm just sitting in the energy. Okay, that's enough of that one. I can feel it now. Okay, so last but not least is Claircognizance. And in Claircognizance, I'm just going to timestamp this. Claircognizance is the knowing, it's the mind. So I'm happy to channel any messages for you guys by using my Claircognizance with Sebastien. So I'll be channeling messages strictly from Sebastien here. And I'm just going to see what message Sebastien has at this point. And he says he's so glad that all of us are joining again and that we can contribute in this energy. And really just by sitting in this energy, we can open up our clairs. And it's so needed in this time, this world, the energetic shifts that are happening. There's such a strong necessity for us to connect into these clairs, into these connections of our higher awareness. And this is going to be our growth. It's going to be our safety net of where we're going to be as the world is shifting into nothing to be afraid of is saying, but it is shifting for a reason, that we need to change the vibrational structure of our body in order to accommodate this, and finding the peace and love within us in order to be sitting within that energy or within the changes that were going to be happening. That's cool. Thank you. Okay. So that was the claircognizance. If nobody wants a message from Sebastien, then I'm going to end this right now. So as I said, I'm going to be doing this on a regular basis at about 12:15 Eastern Standard Time. So I'm just coming off the 1 billion strong channel. And once I finish up wrapping up messages or wrapping up and getting the next show ready, I'm going to come on here. So it's going to be at about quarter after 12, a little bit after, within that 5-minute range between 12:15 and 12:20. I'll be coming on now and doing this clair practice. So that's the work. That's great. Okay, Brenda, I do see you here. So let's do a message for Brenda and see what we can do. Sebastien, what do you want to say for Brendita? Here, I'm just going to timestamp you, Brendita. Okay, Sebastien, for Brendita. What's your message for Brendita? Brendita, he wants you to be careful. You're opening up yourself quite a bit right now. But as you're opening yourself up, he wants you to be really careful of the energy and frequency that you're putting out there. He's requesting that you spend more time in love, because what's happening is because you're really on the fence right now, because you are an open channel, but because this is more birth given, you still are able to channel while staying in fear. Whereas someone like myself, I have to move into a higher vibrational state in order to connect and stay in that state. But because you're already open, he's telling you to be careful about some of the thoughts that you're having. And anytime he wants you to catch the negative thoughts that you're having and move yourself into a vibrational shift of love, and catch it. And this is what all the stuff that you're going to be learning in the William Michael Forbes course in the 102. But really watch yourself in the negative thought, because you're a manifester. So you're gonna get some manifestations that happen there. So that's what I'm getting for you, Brendita, from Sebastien. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for you with that. I'm just gonna timestamp Grace now, and Grace is asking a message from Sebastien as well. Good, thank you, Brendita. I'm glad that resonates. So. Sebastien, a message for Grace. I'm getting like a sickness in my throat and stomach, and he's saying you have a need, like a desire to speak your truth, Grace, because you're doing whatever it is. It's all the stuff that you're doing, but you want to tell your family, you want to say more to your family, you really want to share it, but you really are afraid. And he's saying, you're right. You have a really strong desire to share your truth, but it's not the right time to actually share your truth. He's telling you just hold on a little bit longer. And I'm getting, because of the new variant that came out, their fear level has heightened. So they're in a greater state of fear. So if they hear you saying your truth right now, they're just going to go right off the cliff with it, and they're just not going to be able to take it. So Grace, don't, like, I know that, and we always talk about sharing your truth, but he's saying, like, be careful about sharing your truth. It's not really your time to share your truth. So be careful with that. All right, cool. Thank you, Son. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm glad, Son. It's so nice to connect with you again. It's been so long. I really do miss you. away in the village this week. Amazing. Yeah, if this is really going to be impromptu, if you're here, great. And if not, that's okay too. That's okay too. Amy, message from Sebastien. Yeah. So let me come to Amy here. I'm just going to timestamp you, Amy. So if anyone wants to come back later, you can get your message from Amy's from in the description. So Sebastien, what is the message for Amy? He's showing me your t-shirts. He's brightening up. I'm feeling brighter. I'm feeling lighter. He's giving me thumbs up with the t-shirts that you're doing. And he's loving the creative expression that's going to be coming from you. And I'm sensing that the messages that you're going to be putting on the shirts are going to be messages of love, and that there's a need to put these messages of love out there. And as you put these messages of love out, you're going to be brightening so many people with these messages, these loving messages that you put on these t-shirts. So he's congratulating you on expanding your creative abilities, but also being able to brighten up the world. And if it's not just with your wonderful brightening smile, it's going to be with the t-shirts that you're going to do. And he's showing me that the energy that you're putting into each creative shirt that you create, it's going to be carried on to the people that wear them, and it's going to move on around those people. So that your creative energy is going to expand everywhere. So Amy, I hope that resonates for you as well. Beautiful, Brendita. I'm glad that that resonates for you. Hey, Savannah. And I'm just going to timestamp you, and let's see what message Sebastien has for you. Sebastien, what message do you have for Savannah? He's showing me, I guess you're in your garage and you're in a shed outside, and I see you connecting up your broken DSL wire. And I'm seeing that this is needed. It's almost like it's happening on purpose. It's in order for you to become more independent and more confident of your abilities of taking care of yourself and taking care of your household, and realizing that you don't necessarily need to do that, but it's also Barry's way for connecting and guiding you to do these things. So tune into Barry and ask for Barry's guidance, which you have. But continue to, and while you're doing this, is actually strengthening your connection, especially if you do it after midnight, which I know that's not necessarily a possibility or a good thing for you, but you're elevate. So your emotions are elevated because you're coming off the 1 billion strong. You raised your heart coherence. And because you're in a high vibration, you're able to have a stronger connection with Barry. So it's a good time to connect with them, whether you're working on the garage, reconnecting the DSL, working on something else, or even just laying in bed. Sit in Barry's frequency as you usually do, but do it with the purpose of connecting with that heart energy. Yeah, that's really cool. Awesome. I hope that resonates. So thank you for asking that. Grace says, "Oh, I see. I'm focused on my own spiritual growth right now." Awesome. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, be careful. Hey, Ingrid, nice to see you as well. Yeah, Ingrid, for sure. And I'm just going to timestamp you. Sebastien, what is the message for Ingrid? I'm feeling a real heaviness, Ingrid. You are, I'm almost feeling like sick, like I want to throw up. And he is saying it's more from a lack of you standing up for yourself, speaking your truth. This is you, because you're not speaking your truth and standing up for yourself, you are making yourself sick to your stomach. And it's almost like you are having some digestional issues that's stemming. It's almost like IBS type of thing, that it's like a serious stomach issue that's happening because you're not speaking your truth. You are making yourself literally sick to your stomach. And if you do not begin to stand up and speak your truth, you will, if you don't have IBS, you will get IBS. You will start sensitivities or allergies with food. So there's definitely a need for you to shift in this, to to stand up for yourself. So begin to look at yourself, see what's happening, and see whether that sits with you, Ingrid. I hope that resonates. Yeah, Amy says, "Yay, thank you. That'd be so wonderful. Brighten someone's day with my." Yeah, of course you are. That's like, of course you are. There's no question about it. No question about it. Yeah, totally. Asen. Okay, so let me at the half-hour mark. This is not going to be one of my marathon sessions, but Asen is here, so let me read for you, Asen. So, Sebastien, what is the message? What do you have for Asen? You're just making me smile. I feel so happy, and I feel this is like towards your awakening. You're awakening more. And they're happy because you're showing up on the channel, and this is an opportunity for connecting your guides. So just as I've come on here, and I'm actively going to be coming on after midnight to channel and practice the clairsentience, your guides are coming in and they're encouraging you to do this. They so want to connect with you and develop a stronger connection with you, Asen. And they're with you, and you've had your awakening. You're so spiritually open, but you're self-doubting yourself so much. So they're just so excited that you showed up here, and they want you to practice your clairs with us on here in doing your clairaudience, your clairsentience, the sensing. They said this is going to open you up so much from doing this, and they want you to come on and do it on a consistent basis, even if you're on here or not. But the collective energy is really going to help you. It's really going to help you. Yeah. Okay. So that's it, guys. I love. Yes, I see the happiness. Yes, beautiful. So that's it, guys. So Sebastien came to me, and he came to me with a really big force to come live and begin to practice the clairs. So after the 1 billion strong, so I go to 1 billion strong, the YouTube channel, I'm raising my vibrations. As soon as I raise my vibrations and I end that transmission, I'm then going to set up the next day's show for 1 billion strong. And then I set up the show for here, and I'll come live. And that's typically going to be about 12:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for me, to between and 5 minutes later. And I'm just going to practice my clairs. So if you guys want to join me, great. If not, that's okay too, because really this is for practicing. Yeah, that's beautiful. Ah, good. I'm so glad that made your night, Asen. With that, guys, thank you for being a part of this. I'm so glad you guys joined me. This is so beautiful. I really do appreciate this, and I'll be back tomorrow night. So love you guys. Keep loving yourself. Love you. Love yourself. Spread love. And I'll be back tomorrow night. Back 12 noon tomorrow on the 1 billion strong channel. Do the heart coherence, and then back here at 12 midnight to do at 12:15. So anyways, I'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks everybody. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Much love, everyone. Bye.